Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to another Gyropunk Plays Art of Rally. We're doing the Art of Rally. We're gonna do 1971 again. Is it, that's the Taylor Swift song, isn't it? That's probably not that song. 1971, Taylor Swift. Hold on. All right, hold on. No, Taylor Swift. It's 1989. What are you smoking? All right. Normal damage level. Okay, let's go. That probably wasn't worth the time to Google, but I was curious. Curiosity got the best of me. All right, so let's go with. Let's just go with that blue. Das 119. All right, so this is the race that we didn't. I was gonna say we forgot to finish, but we definitely just didn't finish because I was like, this is taking too long. But we'll definitely complete it this time. But I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to another video, another chat session, etc., etc. I'm still testing out my my skills of making sure we brake before we turn. Like, I think if we... It's all about, like, being smart about your turns, right? You probably shouldn't stop all the way, but I do like the tip that you're not supposed to, like, when you push that brake, you're not supposed to be accelerating still. Because, I mean, if you think about it in real life, like, you don't... I thought about this when I was younger, too. Like, why don't drivers keep, like, both feet on a single pedal, you know, one on the gas pedal and the other on brake. Obviously, if you're driving manual, it's going to be a little bit different. I think the clutch is on the left side, so you have to use your left foot on that. I don't know. Obviously, I don't drive manual because I'm stumbling over this. But yeah, hold on, here we go. Oh, so close. That was good. Have you ever driven stick shift? Like, my oldest brother can. He drove a Buick for a while that was stick shift, I'm pretty sure. Okay, let's slow down. I mean, we were slowed down, so we don't have to tell myself to slow down. And by the way, I found out what was weird about my little voice line thing on the bottom right. It uses the default mic input on your machine, and it was doing like a little dance, like it wasn't picking up from Reaper. I was like, what the heck is it doing? It's still picking up my voice. It was like, just to put a little backstory, I recently, like, I was using the webcam from my gaming PC and kind of trying to circumvent my stream PC because I have a two PC recording setup. I was trying to make more use of the CPU of the gaming PC, and recently I plugged in the webcam to the stream PC, and turns out it was picking up the voice line was trying to use the mic from the webcam this whole time, and it doesn't do anything recording wise. Like, you're still hearing my my good mic, so I couldn't really tell a difference, except that it looked kind of strange. Oh no, we got second. Okay, well, you know, things happen. It was probably because we hit the stupid tubs. Second's not bad though. You know, first is the worst, second is the best. Third is the one with the hairy chest. That old idiom. But yeah, tonight was chill. Just played some survivalist off camera with the wife, and yeah, just discovering a lot of stuff, and it was good times, good times. Sometimes you just need like an off night just to hang out. You know, if you listen to my other videos and listen to these, I always harp on myself to be productive, but like definitely like one-on-one hanging out, just like teamwork, etc., etc. That's gonna be you're not gonna catch me saying that's a waste of time. Especially when it's with my wife. Like we don't have time to just like hang out one-on-one too often. It was kind of like a little gaming date. And I feel like it's honestly like way more communication than you would get like if you're watching a movie. I mean, I guess if you're watching it with me, there's gonna be some communication because I'm gonna be like poking fun at it and saying, "Oh, who is that? She's from something," and then I look up on IMDb. "Oh, have you ever seen?" And then she goes, "Can you just let me watch the movie?" Because she's definitely more of like a, you know, focus on the movie, you know, kind of experience, enjoying the experience, and I'm like, how can I mine this for an Art of Rally episode so I can talk about it? And I mean, I'm soaking it in, but I'm soaking it in my own way, right? Like I'm trying to. So like even in school, I don't know. I don't know why I said it like even in school. Like there's a huge difference. I mean, I guess there is a huge difference between like school and entertainment. But like to retain things in school, and even like during work, I always had to find like a roundabout way. Like my brain kind of ticks in a different language, I guess, which makes sense because I started with a different language. But like I always had to make it a little bit more fun. Like I'm not a traditional learner, as some of you guys probably know. But I have to soak it in a different way. Like I have to make relations and yada 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 for it to stick inside my brain. Does that put me at an advantage or a disadvantage or whatever? I'm not sure. I feel like I have like not like above average, but slightly not like average, slightly above average memory. But I do have to use like I feel like I do it in a different way than some people. I don't know. Am I trying to say that hold on. Stage result 2, rally result 1? That doesn't make any sense. So, does that mean that I'm first overall, but I'm second again? Okay, so the guy that took first last time didn't take first or second. Okay, I think I get it. I don't know how I'm not placing first though. I'm killing it. Well, yeah. Thanks for. Let me restart this one. Wait, hold on. What is it? Finish with 1 plus restart remaining to unlock the bonus. Okay. So we can restart up to 3 more times. One plus is a weird thing. Like I filled out a survey today, yesterday at work, and it was mostly harping on like safety and like what can we do better for you to be safe? And I had just been told that I was working Sunday and Monday when everybody else gets it off, like all the regular carriers, at least the CTAs, the assistants that are essentially like interns, all have to work during the weekend, which sucks. But like they gave me this safety survey right afterwards. I'm like, you probably should have you know, planned this out better, because this survey is going to be riddled with complaints. How can you be better safe? Like, what can we do to allow you to have like a safer experience while working with us? Not allow us to work 6 days in a row, or 6+ days in a row. And it's true, like after you work 5 days in a row, you're more prone to injury because you're more tired. Like right now my leg is I have an ice pack underneath my thigh because it's cramping up like crazy. Like that kind of stuff, like exhaustion exists. Like we need that rest, like in the middle of the week, or you know, have the 2 days off in a row. Like that's kind of like a necessity. I don't know why they think that we can do 9, 10, 15 days in a row. I don't know. But yeah, so my answer was legit. It was just like in a really passive aggressive way to saying that it's a safety concern. I just you know, I want to work regular hours. I like the job. I don't like being overworked, just like, you know, every other red-blooded human being, because it makes you feel like you're some sort of animal for them, like a donkey. And I mean the deliveries on Sunday and Monday, like holidays, it's not even mail. You know, we're essentially just like underpaid Amazon staff. So ask anybody how they feel about that. Okay, here we go. And we are getting paid less than like an actual Amazon employee, and we're in worse vehicles that don't have AC, a lot less safer. You know, that when we back up, there's no sound. Have you ever heard an Amazon vehicle, like one of those huge van trucks things, like back up? It's a horrid noise. Like, I understand for safety reasons it's good, but it sounds like it's like a chainsaw that's backed up or something. Okay, stage results 2, rally results 2. We're not doing amazing, but you know, I'll take second place, especially if we're playing on normal. Not a bad deal. Especially because we are like going out of bounds sometimes. Okay, alright, focus. But yeah, where was I going with that? Oh, the 6+ days was where I kind of like stumbled. I was like, so 6+, does that mean 7 or more? Or does that mean 6 or more? Because like, if you're writing it on a piece of paper, like how many days is too many days? 6+. Like 6+ what? I think that implies that there's supposed to be a plus on, like there's supposed to be a number above that. And so like 6+1 is too many days, 6+2 is too many days, you know, 6+3, and so on and so forth. I guess you could say 6+0 is too many days, but then you can go like 6 plus minus 1. I mean, if you're playing with non-integers or non-whole numbers, I guess you could say. Wait, no, -1 is a whole number, right? I don't know. I should ask my sister-in-law. She's a math teacher. She was literally just talking about these. I'm pretty sure -1 and 1 are integers. 0 is not. Like integers are, you know, the distance from a number has from 0. It's like a absolute value thing. I don't know. All these math terms, man. Look, I'm just trying to help you out with your homework, okay? I know you guys listen to these sometimes when you're doing work or homework, so there you go. There you go. Here you go. We should have not went out of bounds there, but we are gunning for another second place, so let's get 4 in a row. We get 4 2s, we could win a. That's a nasty poker hand, isn't it? I know nothing about poker. I hardly know her. Okay, so we're halfway. 2.5 minutes. Not doing terribly bad. Yeah, I kind of want to Google like 6+, if that means 6 or more. Because I mean, if that's the case, then like I don't want to complain about 7 days in a row. I want to complain about the 6 days in a row. Because like the 6 days is bad. It's not a good work. It's not a way to live. You know, like at my last job, I for the longest time worked 4 10-hour days and then had 3 days off. Like, you know how much of a tonal shift that is to work, you know, 9-hour days as a mule, essentially. brings a whole new meaning to when a World of Warcraft player has a mule that they just stash all their items on. Like, yes, master. Look at all these trees, though. I like this. Okay, well, I don't like that, but I do want to take a picture of this. This is a good photo mode. Oh, there we. Oh, there's people and trees. All right, so this is. We're gonna crash into that, but it looks sick right now. We want the cornrows in the picture. Zoom out. They're not actual cornrows. I'm referring to the haircut, the cornrows. The hairstyle, rather. Okay. And then the people also don't look like people. How do we get a good picture of all of this? Okay. Is this good? Okay, yeah, I like this. I like the angle from here. Yeah, this is good. Oh, probably want to hide the UI. All right, there we go. Good stuff. Let's continue on. Did we accidentally turn on the FPS? And the memory allocation? We're only getting 60 frames. What is that? Now that you've told me. I didn't, baby. You just told me. Something like that. Highest quality, yada yada yada. Alright, so if we turned off VSync, are we getting more frames? It definitely looks worse for me. Yeah, it looks not good. So let's turn on VSync. What if we go 1920.1080 to see if we can get a consistent 100+ frames? I don't know. It's not a big deal. Like, it looks good. It looks good as is. We shouldn't be focused about that anyways. I'm trying to get second on this race. It'd be a shame if we got third. We're so close. Okay, we're almost there. We probably shouldn't have cut through that. That was that definitely slowed us down a little bit. Okay. Here we go. Boom. 514. Oh my goodness, we did so bad on that one. We got 10th. Yikes. Alright. 6th. Stage win 0. Restarts left to 80. Alright. We gotta keep going, I think. Yeah, rally 2 out of 2. Let's go. But yeah, it's weird because like the post office gets Monday off. If you don't know, like it's October 10th right now. Monday is Columbus Day, which I think public schools still respect, or like they use it as an excuse to take a day off. I don't know. Some schools might call it something else, like a teacher planning day or whatever. I'm not sure. Like it. If you're going to school right now, like what's your school doing for Columbus Day? Because like he kind of got like historically canceled, right? Just like people are trying to do for like Abraham Lincoln because he owned slaves. Which I don't know. I don't really have a. I don't know. I don't have a stone to throw into this conversation, to be honest. I just know, like, in biblical days, like, there were slaves that were essentially, like, you know, maids or butlers. They would live with the family and they would get paid, and, you know, there were Sabbaths and vacations and things like that. There was even, like, every 7 years or something like that, like, or maybe it might have been 70. I don't know, 30? It was a number that happened often, where they were like, all right, all slaves, they're all free. Could you imagine? Just like your life is like, you know, pretty you're in a good routine, and then all of a sudden your religion is just like, hey, yeah, your life's about to get tougher. You gotta start doing the dishes, man. Like, oh no, I was just getting into a good flow. I don't know. There are a couple of countries that are a little bit more. I know Sweden or Finland. One of those countries that owns Supercell. Like Supercell, like in the summer, I remember playing some of the games in the summer, and they would just be like, all right, there's gonna be no updates in the summer because we're off for 2 or 3 months. Excuse me? Like the whole country just takes 2 to 3 months off? That's definitely not like an American thing, for sure. But we're talking about Columbus Day anyways. Columbus Day is just it's weird because like the tonal shift of it just completely changed, like when the internet started becoming a norm. Because you could look up like what actually happened. He kind of like, you know, took, well, first of all, I was always like, why is Columbus so important when, you know, the United States were named after some guy named Vespucci? Amerigo Vespucci? Like, if Columbus was so, like, Columbus was the hot shot, why didn't he call this the United States of Columbus? Why does he just get, you know, the capital of Ohio? And I don't even know if Ohio's capital was named after him. Probably not. I don't know. But it's so strange though. Like, I remember the 2nd grade worksheets about Christopher Columbus and like how he, you know, made it possible for America to exist. You know, that was the language that was being used. He was essentially a hero. And yeah, that basically just shifted over. And some people will be like, well, that's just media, and they're I guess there's two like really like two arguments about it, right? The one side is like, well, media and the people that are woke just want you to be mad at all things history, so that you don't believe any of it. That's one of the extreme sides. The other extreme side is, of course, the opposite of that, which is all the history books are lies. I guess I should have started with that one. all of the things they taught you in history, it was all one-sided and extremely biased, which is 100% true. It's like, why would you? I guess, like if you're a child, like if you're in like 8th grade or something, you could possibly get into the conversations where you're like, okay, so what's the unbiased take on the War of 1812? I've heard Canadians talk about War of 1812, and I remember hearing all the stuff that we did in War of 1812, where the United States was basically like, Canada's not worth it. But also, I didn't have to try very hard in school to get A's, so that's pretty much all I remember from it. I may be way off. But I just remember the tone being like, it was always like USA, 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 and nobody batted an eye because we're there. It was us. It was the US. Us A. I don't know. That's a flat joke, but it's fine. It's like Flat Stanley. I don't know. Like it's definitely one of those scenarios where you're like, if you, it's kind of a societal flexing of the arm. If you're a society that can put your kids to school, I think every country just goes, all right, well, we want to teach these kids that we got them there. That's how I see it, at least. I feel like every school system. There might be some German ones or like some other countries that kind of teach in an unbiased approach, but I feel like that's rare. That's a rare situation. Like, why wouldn't you, if you could, build in like a little bit of patriotism, just in case wars happen and you got to send these 17-year-olds to war. I don't know. It becomes a weird topic because right now you have a bunch of millennials that are a little too, not like woke, but they feel like they're, and I'm speaking for myself, me too. Okay, so just before I get the why are you pointing fingers, it's me. I'm a millennial. We get a lot of millennials that are just like I don't really like the US, let's go move to Canada. And if it ever came down to like fighting for your country, that I think a lot of millennials would probably, a lot of Gen Xers will probably just be like, we'll fight for what again? Like, no, I'm just gonna go with the better country here. And in some cases, like that's awesome. Like, if you can tell just by like the smell test of the conversations are pointing you to the correct direction morally, then I'm all for it, you know? Maybe patriotism would be bad in that case, because then you would get like a World War II Germany kind of situation where you're like, well, I'm German, so I have to follow this guy that hates specific people just because of how they look and what's in their blood. You know, I guess it's a little bit more nuanced in our current situation, obviously. You know, it's more like, well, this guy doesn't believe in guns, or this guy doesn't believe in, reproductive, I don't know. You get into very dangerous stuff there. But yeah, like, less brainwash the better, I guess, probably. But it is weird, like, what do you teach the kids then? You can't, I don't know. Like, when I was a kid, like, good versus evil was very simple. It's not that simple anymore. And I understand I'm 28, so I understand that I'm seeing it from adult eyes. I just let me sit down with an 8-year-old and see what they think about evil and hatred. They're bad. We need to stop them. It's awesome though. Like the concept of good and evil is constantly being pushed a little bit closer to reality as far as media is concerned. Let me get a sip of my water here before we start talking about Thanos. It's true though, like, if you think about Thanos, or if you think about like any of the villains in the Marvel movies, like, they usually have some sort of tinge of good agenda. Like, Thanos literally wanted to save the universe. So, to save the universe, he had to kill half of them. Because there were not enough resources. I mean, in reality, you're just buying time with that, and also causing a lot of, a lot of what you built up to be destroyed. And also, like, after doing that, wouldn't you also use your power to try to limit population growth so that it doesn't happen as fast? Like, come on, Thanos. Quit being so lazy. You think one snap can just course correct the universe? Come on. What a jerk. What a joke. Also, why didn't you put all these kids into school and change all the history books for you to be holding Thor's hammer and Captain America's shield, etc., etc.? Oh man. This is it's way too late in the evening to be getting into these kinds of topics. But you get what I'm saying though, right? Like, the boundaries of like good and evil are being pushed. And it's kind of merging together, you know, like with Breaking Bad and like there's so many things that are just kind of growing your concept of it. This Hanumiko, you're just gonna stay on top, huh? On first place. I'll take second. That's fine. That's better than the last one, right? I got 0 stage wins though. Womp womp. So I got 3rd overall, it looks like. Group 2 3rd. Alright, what do I win? Do I still win stuff? New car unlocked. Hey! Das Speedvan. It's German. Unlocked Blake Livery. La Montagne. Ooh. Nice little zigzag print. Okay, so we got normal 3rd. What was our last normal? We got normal 5th? Look at that. That's progress, dude. That is progress. Or how they say on Twitch, progress. But thank you so much for watching. We might split those. If like if these videos, like, if these career stuff, the groups start doing that, where it's more than one rally, I might split them into 2 videos. Hope you guys don't mind. But 35 minutes is a bit long in one session. But look at me whining about playing video games. All right, we got into like 5 different topics though, so I'd like to spread that between 2 things, just in case the comments get rowdy. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Hit that like button, hit that sub button, follow me on twitch.tv/punk. I appreciate it very much, and I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.